Hey everybody, my name is Merlin, aka Mac, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to try to work on making some hexagon cardigans. If you watched my last video, I mentioned that I sold 2 cardigans at the market that I was doing a crochet booth at, and so I want to try refilling my stock. This morning I was actually going through some of my whips that I have in my ginormous whip pile, and luckily I came across a hexagon cardigan that is like basically almost done. It's got the 2 pieces. It just has to, I need to attach them down the middle and then do the ribbing around the bottom and the middle, and then that'll be it. So that one will be done. And then I also want to make another adult size one and maybe a child size one. I want to fill my clothing rack a little bit more because since my last market it is looking a little bit sparse. I definitely want to make other wearables as well, but since I have this cardigan almost completely finished, I want to do that. And I think I kind of want to do like a scrappy cardigan as well for a child size. Maybe I have a lot of different blue colors, so maybe I could do a blue striped cardigan or green as well. I have a lot of yarn right now that I basically need to use up, and making cardigans is a great stash buster. But before I think too far ahead in the future, let's go ahead and finish this cardigan first and then see what we can work on next. Okay, so I have both sides of the cardigan attached in the middle. So now I just have to do the ribbing that goes around the bottom and the center here, and then I have to weave in my ends and then I'll be done. But I don't know if I'll be able to get the ribbing all completely done today, but I am going to try my best and see if we can finish this today because I would really like to. For the ribbing around the body, I am going to use a 5.5 millimeter hook instead of a 5 that I used for the cuffs because I don't want it to be too tight that it shrinks the shape of the body. So I'm just gonna size up by 0.5 and hopefully that will be good enough. Quick update, I have finished the ribbing along the front of the cardigan and I still have the bottom to go, but we're going to be heading out in a little bit, so I'm just gonna work on what I can and see what I can finish before we head out. I have an hour, so let's see what we can get done. I might be able to finish it, but I've been going a little bit slowly because I've also been reading at the same time. We'll see. I'll be back. Quick update, I am almost done the ribbing on the cardigan. This is all I have left to do, but now I have to get ready to go. I've got some errands to run today, so I will probably end up finishing this tonight after I weave in my ends, but now we are gonna go out. Can we get lunch? Can we get something to eat for lunch? Whew. Okay, I'm back. We just got home. We spent most of the afternoon out running errands. We went to Costco and got some lunch, and then we had to do some stuff for our other business. And then we went on a little dinner date and we went to Big Way Hot Pot in our town, and it was our first time going and it was super delicious. Insert dinner clips here. Get the dip dip. And now returning to our project, I have to just finish off this section of the ribbing and then I will be done this cardigan. right after I weave it in my ends. So let's go ahead and finish this off. I'm going to continue crocheting and I'm going to continue reading my ebook. And then I should be done within the next little while here. And then once we're all complete, I'll come back and show you the final result of this cardigan. Hey friends, I am back with a cardigan update. I have finished the brown cardigan last night. I was able to finish this during my TikTok live. So this is all complete and I can now finally add it to my market inventory. And while I was on live yesterday, I did start another cardigan, and in my chat we decided that I would do a scrappy cardigan. I think I mentioned it before, and I did decide to go with blue. So I took out most of my blue that was sitting up in this cubby up here and I laid it out all on my desk, and I just started doing random rows of different blues, and so far it actually looks really good. I am working both sides of the cardigan at the same time, just so I know that I have the same amount of yarn for each side, and then I don't forget which ones I've used, because some of them do kind of look a little similar. But I've got this giant pile over here. Maybe I can show it to you. So this is what my desk looks like right now. I've got my light blues over here and my darker blues over on this side, but I'm just working on both sides right now, and as you can see I have many ends to weave in. So before I continue on making the cardigan hexagons bigger, I'm going to weave in the ends that I currently have, because it's just a lot and I don't want to have to wait until the very end of the cardigan to then weave in my ends. So I think maybe after every 5 or 10 rows I'll just go back in and weave in my ends so that I don't have that many to deal with at the end of the cardigan. So I'm gonna quickly do that. Okay, so I have weaved in the ends that I had so far, and I think I've decided that I want to do an adult size medium because I want to use most of this yarn that's sitting on my desk, and I think the bigger it is, the more yarn I will use. So we are going to go ahead and start doing that. I'm probably going to continue reading my book, or I might go on TikTok live for a little while, but I will be spending most of the day working on this, and then I'll come back later with an update and see where we're at. Hey guys, I'm back with a cardigan update. This is what my hexagons are currently looking like. They are almost at the size I want them to be before I can start closing it up to make the sleeves, but it's getting pretty close. I think maybe just a couple more rows, but right now I'm gonna take a break and have dinner because I am very hungry, and I'm gonna rest my fingers and we're gonna go and watch a movie. So I'll do that. I might work on this a little bit more later tonight, but for now this is just going to sit on my desk while I relax, and I will see you in a little bit. Hey guys, it's been a couple days since I last filmed a clip for this video. I haven't done too much crocheting, but I have been able to do a little bit of work on our Stripey scrap cardigan. This is what one of the arms looks like so far, and I think it looks really good. I just finished the cuff on this one sleeve. I did do it in white. I just have to sew it up here. And I'm glad that I added some white in between the blues just to kind of break the blue up, but I still have to do the cuff on the other hand, and then I think I will extend the bottom so that it's a little bit longer. I could leave it cropped, but I still have so much blue sitting on my desk, so I think I might as well use some of it. But yeah, that's what it looks like, and so I'm gonna keep working on the cuff for the next one, and then we'll start length. So I'll start that. Quick intermission because I want to share something really cute that I got. I have some custom orders that I have to pack, and I ordered some poly mailers so that I can ship them, and I just got them in the mail today, and they look like this. They're little capybaras, which is one of my favorite animals, and like a little orange, but I think it's so cute. Definitely one of my favorite poly mailers that I've gotten, so I'm excited to use these and pack my custom orders. Okay guys, I have a cardigan update. I am completely finished this blue scrappy stripy hexagon cardigan, and it's probably one of the most like fun colorful cardigans that I've made so far, but it looks really good and I'm gonna see if I can try it on. Ta-da! Sorry, I have to crouch down. I'm in my closet right now. But it looks great! Oh, there we go. Hi friends, I'm back, and as you saw in the last clip, I started another hexagon cardigan. And I started this last night actually when I got in bed, so that's why I didn't film me starting it. But this is what I finished on it today. I am using Big Twist in the color Gray Ombre. Looks like that. And then for the cuffs and the ribbing around the edge, I'm using Loops and Threads Impeccable in black. So I'm going to finish off this cuff that I started working on earlier, and then we'll see if I have time to start the other side of the hexagon. I also forgot to mention that I'm doing a size small for this cardigan. I had 3 skeins of this Big Twist, but actually one whole skein was the perfect amount for the first hexagon cardigan and the sleeve, which is great because I know the other one will use up 1 skein and then I'll have maybe 1 left over for the length. And also right now I'm using a 5mm hook for the cuff, and usually I would be using my Clover Amour hook, but I don't know where I put it. And you know what's crazy? I actually have 3 of the 5mm Clover Amour hook because it's my favorite hook, but they're probably all attached to other projects right now, so it's probably why I can't find any of them. Hey guys, I'm back with a crochet cardigan update. I have 2 of the hexagons basically complete. I have 1 hexagon with the sleeve, and I have another hexagon with the other sleeve. I was just on TikTok Live and I did from like somewhere here to here. So I worked on it for about an hour and a half today. I'm almost done. I think this might be the last cardigan for the video. I really wanted to make another one, but this video has been taking me like a really long time. I also really want to film some other content before my next market at the end of August. I have a couple ideas. I want to make some pumpkins because fall is coming up, and maybe some other fall inspired wear, but we'll see. I'm not sure how much I'll be able to get done because I do work on the weekdays as well, but hopefully we can get at least another video in by the time my next market rolls around. But I'm just gonna continue working on this cardigan. It is pretty late, so I might not film very much, and I'll probably just work on it while I sit in bed, but I hope to finish this one soon. This is how much yarn I have left in the skein that I'm working on, and I know that it will be the perfect amount for this half because the first skein was the perfect amount for the first half. And then I have one more skein of it which I will use to do the infill on the back and attach the two sides together, and then I'll use some of it for the length, and then I'll finish off the cardigan with the black around the edges. Hey guys, I'm back with a cardigan update. I have attached both ends to each other now, and I did the infill in the middle, and both cuffs are done. But right now I am just working on the length of the cardigan, and this is how much yarn I have left, and my plan is to use all of it until it's done so I can get that out of my stash and then finish off with the black ribbing around the edges. But my goal for today is to use up this skein, so wish me luck and I'll be back with another update. Alright guys, we're getting really close to finishing this cardigan. I finished off this skein of the gray ombre big twist during my TikTok live, and then I started the ribbing along the bottom and the neckline, and so far I have finished the bottom and I just started working up the side here, but I need to take a little break because I'm very hungry and for some reason I'm a little sleepy, but I don't want to have a nap. I want to finish this cardigan this afternoon, but I'm just gonna take a little, maybe 30-minute lunch break or something like that, just so I can recover some energy and get some sustenance, and then I will come back and finish off the rest of this cardigan. So my fingers are crossed I can finish it today, and I'm gonna tell myself that I'm gonna finish it today so that I have to finish it today. Please keep me to my word, and I will be right back. Alright friends, we have finally finished our last cardigan here, and it looks like this. Super proud I was able to get it done today, and that means we are at the end of this video. So altogether we were able to make 3 cardigans, and my favorite one is probably going to be the scrappy stripey blue cardigan that we did. It did take the longest, but I think it looks the more fun in color. So yeah, I'm really proud that I was able to make 3 cardigans for my next market, which is great because my last market I sold 2. So I have new stock to put out on my clothing rack, and we can start on a new project now. So thank you all for watching my video and sticking around until the end. I hope you like the video and subscribe to my channel, and I hope I see you in the next video. Bye!